action.
All right, guys. Professor Jeff Messina, sitting here with my friend Peter Werner. We go back a ways, okay? So we met each other when I joined the unit that I'm currently in the National Guard. Peter was already there. That was 2014 when I went to the 143rd. And were you in second platoon then too, or no?
I was, yeah.
So
Second platoon alpha.
So we were in the same platoon for many years and jumped together, and I think we earned our foreign wings together in Poland. So we've gone through a lot of fun times and not some miserable times too. But what brings him here today is jiu-jitsu. So in the Guard, we would train sometimes when we have free time, and I'd show him a couple things here and there. He was always one of the guys that was very interested in learning. But the last year or so, he's really he got plugged in with my buddy Jared at Carlson Gracie and Conroe. All right, so he's been really getting after that, and with Alex Martins in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So he's been training and competing a lot, and his progress has been so fast, not just technically, but I mean, he lost a ton of weight. He lost 100 pounds in 10 months, and I just shared that, and so many people are inspired. So tell everybody kind of what you did, how'd you lose all that weight, and what you contributed to.
Well, luckily, I have friends like Professor Messina who don't sugarcoat things and basically told me, hey, you're fat. in a polite, I mean, we go way back, as they say, with the military, so we have more of a brash way of speaking. And it was out of concern. He was concerned for my health, my well-being, especially being a soldier. And in the Houston Fire Department, it's not just my life. So I entered in. He talked to me. He's been talking to me, I don't know, for the last, probably since 2014 to enter jiu-jitsu, and kept putting it off because of injuries or whatever, any excuse I could come up with. And then finally, I looked at the scale, 300 pounds, and I was like, it's time to make a move. So I called Professor Messina up, and I was like, where do I go? Who do I talk to? He linked me up with Professor Jared Chafee with Carlson Gracie Houston, and it started from there. First competition, Professor Chafee threw me in 3 months in and said, here you go, first competition.
I was there.
Yeah, here's my
I was there, I think, for your first match.
And I was 200, I think I had dropped down 40 pounds, so I was 260. And I was fighting against guys that were 300 plus, but were technical in a way. And I decided from that match on, I got smoked. I think I took second place in no-gi. I got lucky just because of the grappling you taught us before. And took second in no-gi, and then after that match, I vowed never to fight ultra heavy, super heavy, or anything. So that's when I started my weight cut journey. Just hard diet and just training, just immersing myself into the culture and everything, and just getting after it, not taking no for an excuse.
What'd you do for diet? People always think there's some magical formula, or if you don't eat this or eat that, or keto, or this or that. But what did you do?
Oh yeah. If I don't make the morning class, I do 40 minutes of fasted cardio. If I miss the night class, if I miss whatever class I miss, I substitute it with cardio, extra cardio on a treadmill. Lifting, I try and lift. If I'm not in camp, so if I'm not competing that month or whatever, then I lift lightweight or medium weight, high reps, just to strengthen the lean muscle and the muscle fibers to keep it going. So that way I'm not bulking, but I'm still gaining strength.
What are some of your goals in jiu-jitsu? Where would you like to be in 10 years from now?
I don't know where I'll be at in 10 years. I'll be a better me in 10 years, but my ultimate goal is to win Masters as a black belt and just storm, just be a household name. Yeah.
All right, on. What would you tell people that are on the fence, or what has jiu-jitsu done for you, and why should people be doing that? What would you tell somebody?
Jiu-jitsu has changed my life 100%. You can ask my wife. It's turned me.
All right, two-part question. What has jiu-jitsu done for you, and what would you tell people that are maybe thinking about jiu-jitsu, or you just feel that they should? Why should they do this?
So, jiu-jitsu has changed my life 100%. It's 100% turnaround. My confidence boosted, especially with the weight loss. I mean, it's made me healthier. There's no doubt about it. My mental health has gone through the roof. It's just, jiu-jitsu has been my expression. It's just been my outlet. Right? I don't know what my discipline on the outside, the way I handle myself and hold myself, the way I present myself to other people. It's not only just with confidence, but I understand I mean, you remember me back when. I mean, I would always get in trouble. Now it's made me think about circumstances a lot more.
It's giving you another mission,
Right.
right? So you've got this objective to get better at jiu-jitsu, and part of that is to live a healthy lifestyle, eat better, sleep better, be a better person. All those things work together, and I think that's why it's real important for soldiers, especially guys that were like active duty, and they're out, or even guard and they're out, to have that mission, to have something to plan for and to train for. So I know me, if I don't have some goal to chase, I get really depressed.
And that's the
jiu-jitsu's
competing.
It's a never-ending chase.
For me, it was competing. I've never wanted to stop competing, and luckily for me, my professor, JP, knew that, and he just kept feeding me competitions. And it also gave me like-minded people. It's kind of one of those things where you're guilty by association.
Yeah.
So I was hanging, the birds of a feather flock together. I found myself picking better friends, better people to hang out with, people that weren't dragging me to the bar or trying to party all the time. It was more, okay, hey, we can focus on this, or hey, what are you doing for your diet this week? You know, it was just weird situations, but it was better for my lifestyle.
Well, man, I'm super proud of you, dude. Super proud of you. And any last words or shout-outs you need to send to anybody? Or?
Definitely, if you're on the fence, do jiu-jitsu. There's no way around it. There's no reason not to give it a try. I mean, every gym's got usually a free day or two to kind of feel it out. Just try it. Shout out to Carlson Gracie, Houston, my professors there, my family there, my sponsors, Trigger Point, and Variable Body Works, and Professor Messina here at Revolution.
All right. What last question. How did you get the nickname Pickle Pete? I never heard this before. What is this about?
It was mid-match at Jiu-Jitsu World Dallas Open, the first one.
Okay.
And I always have loved pickle juice, but when I found out it had properties for electrolytes and rehydration,
Potassium.
I would literally went to HEB and bought a whole stack of Bob's Pickle Potion, and I would drink it in between matches.
Okay.
Well, Jared absolutely hates pickle juice. Absolutely hates it. He turns around and he sees me in mid-match, like I'm literally in between my next match, and he goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm rehydrating." He goes, "You're disgusting, Pickle Pete." And that's where it stuck.
Yeah. Oh, cool, man. Awesome, brother. Thanks for visiting.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Cut.